Sometimes when you're in a studio, you want to record all your vocals, the lead vocals, all the layers underneath, and the backing vocals. Most of the time, some singers decide that they don't want to do the backing vocals, but they want other singers to do those backing vocals. It's something that crossed my mind, I have to be honest, for this album, because in the past I used backing vocals for my songs, but I thought maybe for this album, because it's really personal, I want to sing every single part of this journey. So I said, okay, I never did it before. I'm not a vocalist, a background vocalist, so I had to learn how to do it during the process. Probably that's why it took so long. And thankfully I had great team that helped me through this. And I just decided to sing every part of the songs.
We'll work it out, it's gonna leave it all so short for us. You know that we've made it up, you know we don't stand a chance. Scared to let it all go, it's gonna leave it all so safe for us.
So every layer that you hear, it's made by me. With different tonalities, I try to change my voice a little bit, make it a little bit more deep, or breathing a lot into the microphone and making all those beautiful layers that make a song rich and the voice rich. That's sometimes what you want to do. Sometimes you want to have more breathing, like in Come Closer, there is a lot of
You know I want to feel me, take me. You're gonna feel my body.
underneath, and that helps a lot the richness of the main vocals when it goes come closer, and underneath there is something like come closer, or all the layers that make the different melodies, which I'm gonna go through now so you can hear some of the work that has been done with my voices. So I'm gonna show you some clips and you can hear my voice without the music, so you can hear the different layers, and some stripped down arrangement of a few songs. One of the songs is going to be the core at the end, and you can hear all the layers that I'm talking about.
We'll work it out, it's gonna leave it all so short for us. You know that we've made it up, you know we don't stand a chance. Scared to let it all go, it's gonna leave it all so safe for us. I'm gonna scream out from every direction, gonna see clearly all the connections, amplify my signal right. What are you waiting for? This is my message sent from the core.
So as I said before, this album is composed by 12 songs, and I decided to touch different sides of myself, not just from an artistic point of view, but also from a language point of view. I never sang in Italian before, which is my mother language, but this time I decided to do that. And there are two songs in Italian language in this album, which are Felice, which means phoenix, and Play. Felice was born in Italian language, so from zero to the end it was an Italian song built that way, that wanted to be that way. Play instead is a completely different adaptation and arrangement and version of another song present in the album, which is called Hiding in the Wings. So they are so different from each other. You don't pay attention to it, you might not even recognize the fact that are actually the same song. So listen to Hiding in the Wings and Play, and now that you know about these two songs, you might be able to recognize that they are the same song. So when I'm in a studio, as you can see now on some pictures that I'm going to show to you, I like to have everything in a certain way. You can see I have my words and my microphone set in a certain way. There is a glass, so I can see through the glass and my producers and everybody outside of the room, which helps me connect at least with somebody while I'm recording. But sometimes I really want some privacy. So one of the good things about the studio that I usually go and record my vocals, which is Simone's studio, GHS studio, is that I can create my own ambient. I can lower down the lights, sometimes turn them off completely, close the curtains and go into my safe place and just sing close to the microphone and be close to the audience like it would be if I was singing live. One of the songs that required a little bit of intimacy and I needed to connect somehow with somebody, even if I was on my own inside a vocal booth, was Walked Away. That's a song that I wrote many years ago, and I guess it took me time to be ready to take it out from the drawer and show it to the world. And when I found myself singing it after so many years, after 9 years, I struggled a bit because I had to go into that place inside myself, and that song was sitting in a complete darkness, no light, curtain shut, and that I sang that song from the top until the end, 3 times, that's it. And we picked up the best pieces. I wanted to keep into that song mistakes, cracks in the voice, everything that showed emotion and how important the song was to me.
My soul, that your love was filled, but you left that day. You just walked away.
Sometimes when you record a song in the studio, it is very thought. I mean, you know exactly what are you going to do. So I'm gonna put a little bit of growl there. I'm gonna crack my voice there. I want to open like that. Or I want to open it with a little bit of air in my voice. So everything is very well scheduled in advance, because you want to go to the studio ready and prepared, because what you're going to record is going to stay on the record, and is what is going to be listened on the radio over and over and over. So there is not a lot of spontaneity in the recording of the song into the studio. But what I really like to do is called a freestyle track. So at the end of all these perfect things studied before and with a producer and on my own, I just go with Simone and say, okay, now Simone says, okay, now you're freestyle. And I do a couple of freestyles tracks. The first one, I sing all the way through the song and looking for some mistakes, some cracks in the voice, some emotion, some mistakes that I might want to keep into the song. And the second freestyle track that I do is for the extras, like some screamings and some breathing, like some melodies, something that might go well fitting into the background of the actual song, or can be used some other ways. So that's what I usually do. I sing my vocal track first, the one that I'm going to use, many times until I have all the material to do the composite, and then I do 2 freestyles tracks. One sing from the beginning until the end without stopping, and one just noises or emotion things that I feel at the moment that I'm hearing the song, while I hear the freestyle singing, and I think, okay, hey, I'm gonna do that sound. I'm gonna do on or I'm gonna do "Hey!" I want to scream at "Hey!" or something like that. You never know. And then at the end you listen to it and you think, okay, that's something we can use, that's something that doesn't really work. And at the end of this recording, I start doing the layers, which are all the melodies and the breathing and all those beautiful things that make the song rich.